Hey guys, Soy here, and today I thought I would do a quick video on a list of games where you get to fully play as a monster. Now there is no particular order to this list, so don't worry about categorization that much. So let's get started. Now one of my personal favorites, even to this day, despite it no longer having online support from the original makers of this game, I even tried to get some more DLC that I wanted, like another one of the monster characters, and I couldn't even do that much. Now, if you've never heard of Evolve, it's basically a 4v1 game. You can either play as a monster or one of the hunters. The other hunters are either controlled by AI or in multiplayer by other players. Now, you may think that this is unfair, depending on which monster you play as and how good you are as playing the monster. It can seem more unfair for the hunters than it does the monster. I kinda wish that there was a separate game mode in this game where you can just go around and smash things, but it seems like for the most part you're either fighting for survival or fighting for different team objectives. But despite that, it's still a blast to play. Me personally, I think many of these games could use a free roam option just because I like the freedom to do whatever. And then, of course, I have to mention Godzilla. There are a few Godzilla games by Atari, but this one is my favorite by Bandai. Now, despite it being very slow, I think they got the characters pretty well. It has a nice leveling system, but I kind of wish that there were more unlocks and more playable characters in the game. Now, I can't say too much about this game since I really haven't experienced it that much. From what I've seen, it's kind of like Team Fortress 2, but with monsters, and most of the gameplay is online. And the only time you can play offline is with the tutorials. AKA Project White. Now, this game has yet to be released, but it looks amazing. I've been tracking this game and its progress since about 2016. The project has been cancelled until further notice. They lost publishing for the game. There's still hope since they're planning on a new project, but they haven't yet said what it was. They eventually want to continue working on Darkborn, but for now, it will have to be put on pause. Now, I originally wasn't going to mention Alien vs. Predator because it's mostly an alien game, but the gameplay as a xenomorph is more primal and beast like. You feel like a monster lurking in the shadows, slowly taking out and feeding on your victims. The xenomorphs throughout movie history, even the first movie of them, may have taken the title as an alien, but anyone that knows the lore and the franchise knows that xenomorphs are more like monsters or beasts, more relatable to werewolves. The way they act, the way they move, their behavior is more beast-like than anything. So that's why they're getting put into this list. You can play fully as a xenomorph through the whole campaign on the first one and the second one. Now, if you want a good multiplayer or like with the leveling system as a xenomorph, then I would get Aliens Colonial Marines. But keep in mind that the campaign is Marines. You only play as, it's a first person shooter experience mostly. Now, it may not look graphically pleasing. I had a pretty good time with this one. What I really like about it is that you're able to play with at least 4 people. And you're also able to battle against AIs, just in case you want to work together with a friend or brother on split screen. Now, this is a oldie but a goodie. I used to play this back on GameCube. This is a 2D scroller where you are able to play with one or more people, I believe. That's what I remember. It's been a long time since I played this. The plot's pretty simple. Basically goes something like this. There's some company that makes these certain kind of drinks, and apparently these drinks end up mutating different people into different monsters. Yeah, pretty crazy plot, but we're here for the gameplay. Now you're able to climb on buildings and unlock different kinds of monsters. We might try to track it down because I don't have my GameCube anymore, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna play it on, if I could even play it on anything nowadays that I have currently. Now, unfortunately, unlike its predecessor, Hungry Shark, you cannot play this on console, but you can get it for free on phone. It's a pretty fun game. You get to fly around eating and destroying many things, as well as even breathing fire. It's kind of a boost thing you have to find out. You can unlock many dragons, level up different dragons, and also customize them to a certain extent. I know, another mobile game, but I promise the next one is not a mobile game. Now, in this game, it's sort of relatable to Hungry Shark, except with a deathworm that is able to burrow underground and ice and whatnot. And you can evolve and level up your deathworm and make it stronger and more powerful and all that fun stuff. Now, this one is strange. For the price, it's pretty well worth it. If you can put up with its crazy atmosphere, you should be able to have a smashing good time as you claw your way up the scoreboard, or just enjoy yourself while ripping people and other things to shreds. So there you have it, a few games where you get to fully play as a monster or beast instead of the same old person shooter, blah 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 blah. So in case you wanted something different, you got a few list of games there to go through. I suggest you try either Evolve Natural Selection or Alien vs. Predator for starters. And if you're patient, then go to the latest Godzilla game. I thought this would be a nice video to do while I work on my other projects in the background, since they're taking a while, and I want to make sure that I get it right because one of them is going to be kind of controversial. Now I will give a quick list of 3 projects that I am open to suggestions if you guys want me to prioritize. Maybe another unboxing video, or maybe you want me to do a video where I defend King of Monsters and explain certain faults that people didn't understand, but which can be explained. I also got a custom Nintendo unboxing I could do. I'll leave numbers next to the videos that I have planned, so that way you can just put the number in the comments if you want me to prioritize that video. I had quite a few L's, especially with the article reviews that I've done before, and I can't even watch them anymore because they make me cringe that much. Looking back on some of the article reviews, it's like, oh, I didn't really take my time with some of those, and it's just, I don't know, it's just cringy. This is your boy Soy signing off. Give some of these games a look. I'm going to try to add a little bit of diversity to my content. Try some new things, see how this works out. Who knows? Anyway, that's it for now. Take care of yourselves, guys.